friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha and I'm here today with an Ateez reaction because Ateez have officially had a whole nother comeback. It's crazy literally every time a group I stan has a comeback because I'm just still not used to it almost 3 years into K-pop, how often we get new music and big music videos and things, and it's kind of wild, so I'm still not used to it, so every comeback feels like we just had one. But we're back today with the title track. I believe it's Halazia or Halazia. I don't know yet. We're gonna find out together, hopefully. We're gonna be watching the music video and the dance practice, and I'm very excited. I've tried to stay away from all spoilers. Full disclosure, I haven't listened to the album yet. I hope to do that later today on my own. It's like bittersweet because it's the first Ateez album I won't be listening to with you guys, if memory serves correctly. But this year is all about consistency and doing what I can do, and what I cannot do this week or next week is film a get ready with me listening to the album. So I really want to hear it. I'm gonna go listen to it. I hope that's okay. I'm very excited to get into this. I can't wait to see them absolutely crush it. I know that there's a lot of lore going on. I'm not going to try to keep up. I might add some speculation here and there, or maybe some theories, but I'm going to be way off base because I am not a theory teenie. I'm just not. I've tried it and it didn't work out for me. I don't have the time, I think, to put into it, the time Ateez needs you to put into it. So I'm just gonna enjoy it for the music and the dancing and the visuals and for our 8 little pirates who I love so much. So without further ado.
Hi guys, editing Sasha here. So I don't know what was happening with my camera and the lighting on the day that I filmed these videos, but all of these videos came out blurry, and you can only film a first genuine reaction to something one time. So I didn't want to refilm all of these videos and pretend that I'm seeing them for the first time. So I'm so sorry for the quality and the visual and the blurriness that's happening. I have some ideas of how to fix it in future videos, but I have about 3 videos I filmed on this day where all of them are a little blurry, so I hope you can bear with me. I am getting back in the swing of things, and again, I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun filming it, and let's go back to past me.
We're going into Halazia music video. Here we go. I hope this is loud enough, but not too loud. He's a scarecrow. We're underground? Ooh! Someone saw it every freaking time! Oh, yeah! Magic. Where's Hatsune? Where the hell are the rappers? What's going on? What's going on? Literally, where are they? I'm trying to count. Okay, Hungry was there. Mickey was in the back. I saw the flaming Cheeto hair. Okay. This is the longest they've waited to have the rappers come in. He didn't sing big song! I love all the background people in all blue. It's a nice contrast. Oh my gosh. This is Sungwa's moment, dude. I'm shocked by the distribution of this song for the members. Rockstar! Oh my god! No! Ha! 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 They have long hair and really short hair, one of them. Well, I have a headache. That was so different in terms of line distribution, and I'm sure there are many Yosang fans out there. I said Yosang and then fans because I tried to say Yosang fans and didn't. Anyway, I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who are super happy with his parts in this, especially the close-up on the dancing when he was in the center, and then he had a big vocal part compared to what he's been given in the past, which then also translated into rap line. Yes, they did have two moments, two distinctly different sections, one towards the middle and one towards the later third, but for the most part this was all vocals and all the vocal line. Wooyoung and San and Sungwa were crushing me with this choreography and just their presence in the music video. Sungwa especially. I don't know what it was when he was standing up there with all those blue people around him. Every time we got a scene like that, I have full body chills just thinking about it again because it was so captivating, and his presence. It was very much also, the outfit was giving me like Skywalker vibes from Star Wars, and that made me so happy just knowing he's such a big fan and all the recent like things that have been going on with him and Twitter and Star Wars, and then he just did his Star Wars Legos recently, so I was thinking of that too, and that was really cool. Story-wise, I don't know. I couldn't even guess. But it was really interesting at the end how I thought the big like world thing is what I thought it was fell on San, but he absorbed it. So he like absorbed the energy potentially. But I thought he was gonna die, and I was like, I'm about to watch my bias die. Because San has officially joined my bias line as of the last comeback. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but it happened. Here we are. The song itself is still such an Ateez song. You could definitely pick it out in a lineup and be like, oh yeah, I know who made that. I really liked the beats that were in there. I think the most interesting thing though is having a title track that was so vocal heavy. I'm trying to think, like, even maybe Aurora. I don't know if that was considered a title track because that was before I became an A-teenie. But I just remember seeing the music video, and anytime I see a music video, I think, title track, which isn't true necessarily. But it just feels like this is the first time as a title track, vocal line has been so the highlight and the focus of the almost entire song. And that's such a departure from what we've been getting in the past. Even when Mingy was on hiatus, he still had such big, impactful rapping sections in the songs. We're gonna go into the choreography. Because I didn't find a performance video, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I know they did some performances of this on some of the end of the year shows, but those tend to get blocked immediately, so I decided to skip those for this reaction purpose. I will, after this, be watching it on my own time, and I'm very excited to see it. Because I know they did spoilers in one of the shows, and then the next show they did this. So we're just going to be watching the dance practice. All of that was to say, because I'm only going to see the full choreography once, I can't guarantee I'm going to have great notes or great comments, but I hope to at least have like 5 things we can talk about by the end of this video. So here we go. Pray for me. My chair is so squeaky. Ooh, they made the scarecrow! June having so much trouble with his foot. Poor thing. Let's go! That was cool! Oh my god. You know, relax. We just started. Oh, I hope his knees are okay. Lord. They made the scarecrow again. That was like Pirate King! There it is, there's the spoiler. Ooh. Da 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 da. I'm silent because I'm just a little bit in awe. So I apologize. And I'm thinking about so much. I love he didn't hit that water bottle on the ground. I would have. That's one of my favorite parts. Oh my god. Great. I have way more than just 5 things to talk about. Yay! Okay, let's get right into it. I don't know what to do with this hair. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move all the other ones and then this, where are you? Go over here, play with your friends. Stay. It's not going to. Okay. So, this was an intro and Halazia. So, because it was the performance on the TV show, I really liked throughout the performance the incorporating of their dance unit and dance team. I'm assuming it's BB Trippin because that's who it's been in the past. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'd be shocked if it was a new group. I just really liked the formations we were able to get and the different levels and just visuals, the story they were able to tell through the extra bodies on stage. Which brings me to the Scarecrow. That was such a highlighted part in the music video, especially because when we see it at first, it kind of looks like a corpse, and it's pretty creepy, not gonna lie. But towards the end, we see that it's on fire and being burned up, so it's obviously a symbol of something. Smarter A-teeny than me know what that means. I don't. Anyway, we make the Scarecrow twice in the choreography, and I'm wondering if they do this without the intro, if it would just be the one Scarecrow. Regardless, such a cool moment to take from the music video and incorporate into actual choreography. Especially because they didn't just have someone stand there like this, you know what I'm saying? They picked someone up, they like piggybacked him, and then had him do this, so he's like full-sized, ginormous, Mingy-sized Scarecrow. Oh, that was a joke. Mingy's not that tall, but he is still a tree. Anyway, moving on. The costume reveal. I was giving Hungjoon crap for his hood not being on, and right as I was saying that, they ripped those babies off, and that was one of the coolest reveals I've seen in a long time, because sometimes it's cheesy and it's just like a rip away like top layer, and then underneath you have a dress or something if you're a girl group or whoever, whatever. But this was not that. This was just, it was almost as if their costumes were attached to strings, because you couldn't see the dancers or whoever, maybe it was a string behind them pulling it off. And that is the thing that made it look like movie magic. And it was wild and so good. Amazing. Well worth all of the pain and suffering of the beginning part of not being able to keep your hood on and blah blah blah, because the next part, worth it. So good. We got a lot of really interesting levels in this, more than we've seen in the past. Ateez is a group that doesn't shy away from levels and floor work occasionally, but their floor work is more sparse and sporadic. In this, it was like we kept going as high as we could and as low as we could with every new section. There was at least one part that would be a jump and then a land on the ground. Now, sometimes it was the whole group doing that. Sometimes it was one member. Uyong specifically, pray for his knees, get some ice packs. Oh my god. It was awesome. My favorite one is when they do it as a group and the two halves are facing each other and they jump, and in the air they kick. I think they kick 3 times or like punch 3 times. They do a movement on 1, 2, 3 they land 4, hit the ground 5. So it's a 5 count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I don't know what the beat is yet because I just heard the song for the first time. But that's the coolest jump section that I noticed the first time watching it. Please go back, watch it again. It's amazing. I'm shocked. I gotta watch it again, probably in slow mode, to see the intricate details of that part, because they hit 5 counts in that jump land. Freaking wild. We get little nods to Pirate King. I don't know if I'm the only one who saw this, and maybe there are little nods to all of their past choreography in here. Who knows? I don't. I noticed the Pirate King because we did this position a lot, and just because we didn't do like the pull like in Pirate King doesn't mean it's not referencing it. The other thing we get with this sort of position is a really nice like reach around moment. God, I'm trying to remember what it's called in ballet. A rond de jambe is with your foot, and a port de bras. Oh, maybe it is a port de bras, but it's a port de bras in a half circle typically. When you're in 5th position on the bar, so 5th position, your feet are across like this at the bottom on the floor. Imagine it, heel, toe, okay? When your hand is here, your other arm would be up. You would start your circle down, 2, 3, 4, all the way down, touch the ground, come up, around, and back, 5, 6, and 7, 8, then go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a full like port de bras in 5th position. It's part of the plie warm-up typically in ballet, and that is exactly what they were doing. They were doing that port de bras to the back in the 5th position with the arms like that. They could have even been in a bit of 4th position, but it looked more like 5th to me. I don't know. Again, I saw this once and I'm overwhelmed. But I just loved that there were so many moments in here where they gave us what I call like our floating ballet arms. There was another one where they reached like this, and the difference between just like, how do I explain this? The difference between just like a hip hop arm and a ballet arm, to me it's so obvious, but I feel like the point of my videos is to try and break this down for people who may have never danced before, never seen dancing before. Maybe becoming a K-pop stan opened you up to this new world. So I'm trying to like really break it down as little pieces as I can. So if you feel like I'm talking down to you personally, then you already know this, and that's great. But I'm trying to break it down for maybe people who don't. So if we are in a hip hop frame of reference, which is what I would say most of this choreography is, that would be something like hard. Like, not always fists, but typically fists and just like a punching motion. You can see I'm still breaking at my elbows and going like this instead of just swinging. You can do either one. With ballet, the difference is every movement starts sort of from your shoulder and rolls out. And they did a moment where they reached up in arabesque with their arms, and it goes from the shoulder through the elbow through the fingers, and my fingers are off screen, so all the way through the fingers. Your finger is the last thing to get placed, and they do that in the dance multiple times. They do it when they do the arabesque. There's a part where they all go like that in arabesque. It was so beautiful to see Ateez doing this, because while they have very select moments in some other choreography, I'm thinking of Answer a little bit and some of the more ballad songs. I'm so out of breath. This was the most I've seen that style of dancing incorporated in a title track. So it was really cool for me to see as a person who grew up first doing ballet and then transitioned into hip hop later as a teenager. Really, they did it so well too. It was so surprising and just awesome. I need to move on. Mingy, as always, had really cool section for his rap. I think it's so fun to watch because as far as we know, Mingy writes all of his raps for the songs, so he knows them so personally, and he can add a little bit of an extra touch to his choreography section. I'm not saying he choreographs it himself, but he is so in tune with the music, specifically in that part, that he just makes it look so effortless. He hits every single beat that you might not even recognize he's hitting until you hear all the different sounds in the music. And I really attribute it to the fact that he knows this part of the song probably better than any other part, and that's why his sections hit so much harder for me personally. Not necessarily in energy, but hit harder on beats and musicality and interesting choices like that. We got a really cool section of choreography where we got a trio. It was Wooyoung, Son, and Jungho, I believe. I could have gotten it wrong. Where they make a chain with their body, where they're linked together. It's a little bit like DNA by BTS. It's a little bit like some of Stray Kids choreography, and I'm not comparing it to be like they copied them. No, I'm thinking of other choreography that had like that chain reference in it. And I noticed it so specifically because in the music video we see Yeosang with the chains. And I'm wondering if that part in the music video is that same part in the choreography, or if it's just referencing back to the story somehow. But I thought that was it just made me question why we are seeing these three dancers like chained together and linked together like that. And I don't know what the lyrics are on that part either, so that could answer that question. But the one thing, the one like piece of choreography they repeat because it's either the chorus or the bridge that they do multiple times, it's like a stomp swoop of the leg, and it's on a really interesting drum beat. And it's this section, I keep saying specifically, I'm having a bad word day. It's this section that they're really giving themselves the freedom to sort of enjoy the music. Whereas the other sections are so musically challenging and technical and fast and controlled that this is the first time we sort of get a sense of Ateez's personal groove and style as individual members. And they do something like this stomping motion. I really have to watch it again to get it down perfectly in my brain. But it just stood out to me as like, oh, they're relaxing a little bit in this part. And not relaxing as in not giving it energy, not performing, but like relaxing into their body and into that step and like really letting themselves enjoy that moment. Possibly my favorite part of the choreography, after we get this part that they spoiled, we get an arrow pulling motion into the circular. This arrow pull, I can't believe I'm saying it. It's my favorite part of the choreography. I don't know why, but it just feels like they're gearing up and they're going. It's not even medieval. Did medieval times have arrows? I can't remember. Whoever used arrows a lot in battle. That's what arrow we're in, people. Wow, it was so cool. I was just so excited because it was like they're praying and then arrow. Oh my god, it was awesome. And then I didn't even write anything other than dance break ending because once again, Ateez gives the most energy, the hardest section of choreography, so technically fast and difficult and wild, and their dancers crushed it and they crushed it, and it's at the very end. It's the last thing they do, and it was great and I loved it. I feel like this song is gonna get stuck in my head. I'm really excited to listen to it again, to hear the vocals again, and to continue to watch this choreography because there's so much there. Like, I didn't even talk about really the moments between Ateez as members where they had like the Son and the Sungwon moment, and then there was Wooyoung had so many moments, and I mean Yeosang's part in the front. There's just so much you could have talked about, and there's so much I didn't talk about, and this video is already over 30 minutes long. I hope I can edit a lot out of me just sitting here just like in awe. But yeah, I'm gonna go. There's so much to say about this, and I hope you enjoyed what I was able to say. If any of it made sense, that's great. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to be back. I'll see you next time. Bye!